Hi, everybody. Welcome to this Just Me Riri. Because I'm so prone to say, it's just Regina World, because I've been saying Regina World for so long. But now my new channel is called It's Just Me Riri. That's my new channel. Or all about, it's going to be something like that. It's Just Me Riri, all about Riri, or something like that. But I think for now, my channel was named It's Just Me Riri. So today's video, this is the beginning of probably a long battle of something that I'm finna take you guys on, a long journey of what's happening in my life. So in my other, this is no different from what I would do in my other channel. Tell the truth, God honest truth, nothing but the truth, and tell you guys exactly what's going on in my life and what's going on, why I'm going through it. So this situation is so complicated. You guys just gotta keep up with me on this one, okay? So in my previous page, there's a video. So I think one in particular dedicated to my sister. Why me and her don't get along, and me and her had a very very up and down relationship for many years. For many years. Why my sister don't have a thing for me or hate me or whatever, I would never know. I really would never know. And I don't think she would never be honest and say it. Because personally, I've never done anything personally to my sister. Never. Not one time. I've never really done anything to my sister other than try to be a sister to her personally. That's just me, right? But here we have a sister who obviously just have a complete and utter disdain for me. Always have. And I'm sorry that she just have, I don't know if it's because I look like my mom and she have some kind of issue with my mom. Even though my mom is dead and gone. My mom has been dead and gone for many years. Since I was like 14 years old. I'm 37 now. And some part of her is still carrying on some kind of hatred or guilt towards something or somebody that has said something. My mama said something of what I was told from my oldest brother. That my mama said something about her when she was like 5 years old, or something about her eczema. Because my sister have bad eczema. Everybody in my family have some kind of skin issue. I have bad psoriasis on my face and my scalp. My brother has psoriasis on his back and the scalp. My other sister have psoriasis, I think, on her back, real bad. And she was no different. She had eczema. But my mama said something about her when she was 5 years old, and apparently, according to my brother, she never got over it. She held on to this hatred towards my mama up until the day she died. When she died, she tried to throw herself in front of a moving train because of the guilt of how she treated my mama when she was alive. And then, according to my brother, 11 years after my mother had already passed, she was still holding on to this hatred. And I believe she's still holding on to it right now, even though my mom is dead and gone. Now, I'm gonna show you a photo of my mom, and this is what I resemble my mom. Maybe this is why my sister hates me so much, because I look like my mom. I remind her of my mom. Maybe, but this is my mom. Hold on. Okay. So, there's a few pictures. This is a picture of my mom, if you can see. Oh, gorgeous Eva. Yeah. Look just like my mom, huh? There's another one. There's a side profile of my mom. Side profile. Side profile. So you see where I'm getting at? So this lovely, beautiful lady who she had a serious issue with for over, God, now it's over almost dating the 30 years, 20 years that my mother has been dead and gone. She has been carrying this hatred. And I think she's still carrying it because I'm walking on this earth, reminding her of my mom. So, me and her have had ups and downs for so many years. It's exhausting. It is exhausting at this point. And it's so silly of me for trying to still, no matter what she has done to me over these past 20 something years, have still tried to give her a chance. Usually a person a person would just exit her out of her life completely and say, look, bitch, she is awful. That is an awful individual. Leave that bitch over there. But me being the sister that I always have tried to be to her, was trying to be a sister. Because frankly, she's somebody who don't nobody want to deal with. Don't. She is just like my ex-boyfriend. She's just a female version. She's literally the female version. She don't have no friends. She can't keep relationships with anybody. She have isolated everybody out of her life. No, none of her family deal with her, including myself anymore. According after this, you don't even have to pick up the phone and say Regina ever, ever. You can forget it. If you are dying on the side of the road, Regina is going to walk right past you. If you have died of cancer at this very moment, if you have breast cancer, you can forget even asking Regina for any kind of help. Anything. You can forget it. You can guarantee it. You can mark my words. There will never be another time where I open my heart up to her ever again and trust her at all. You can forget it. You can absolutely forget it. And my sister and brother keep, don't say that. No, you can forget it, because those people is not the people who has been dealt with this bull crap over and over and over and over for many, many years. No one has had to deal with it other than me. And I don't even know why. That's just the sad part about what I had dealt with this child. And I don't even know why. Other than she has a issue with my mom, who's dead and gone since I was been 14. And I look like her. And I remind her of my mom, which she hate. And then on top of that, she couldn't have children. Something that she want. She couldn't have children. So with that, it comes another complicated aspect of my life, right? So, which is my son, Keyshawn, who is this little beautiful young man right here. With this one right here. This one right here, my oldest child, Keyshawn Edwards, who I love very much. These are his baby pictures. I gotta actually hang them up. This is my oldest child, who I love dearly. Right? So she has had some kind of attachment to my child for a very, since he came out the womb, right? Since he came out the womb. And I've never understood why. Like, why do you, what is going on with you and my child? Like, it has been the weirdest relationship, auntie-nephew relationship of my entire life. So now I understand that she, in her mind, psychological, that I believe she thinks that I birthed Keyshawn as her child. Like, that's supposed to have been her child. Because she was pregnant with a child, Raquel. That was supposed to be her child. The baby died in her stomach. Rest in peace, little Raquel. I don't know you. And then I had my son. So I don't know if she thought Raquel was reincarnated in Keyshawn, but she had some kind of weird obsession with my son for the long. And I don't think nobody really believed me when I said she have some kind of weird obsession. Until now, people. Until now. So let's explain what's going on right now, shall we? So when I tell you, this is why I think this bitch, no, it's not a think anymore. This is actual factuals at this point. This is actual factuals, people. This bitch hate me because there is no way in the world that a sister would do anything that I'm about to tell you guys. Not a sister. We was just in Florida, not Florida. Where was we? Georgia. For my other sisters, husbands, repast, whatever you want to call it. I didn't want to go. She bought the tickets. She kind of forced all of us to go because she bought tickets. My sister that was in Georgia didn't even want her to go. She didn't really want any of us to come down there, other than myself. She only wanted my sister to come if I was coming. That's why she bought me a ticket, because my sister that was in Georgia didn't want her coming unless I was there. So I was forced to come because my sister wanted her to go, wanted me to go. So I was forced to go. So, okay, I went. 2 weeks later, my oldest child, lovely Keyshawn, of course, he's about to be 20 years old. He is going through so many phases in his life, good, bad, and indifferent, okay? The good, he graduated in high school. He's in college, the whole nine. The bad, he graduated from high school. He's in college. When he graduated from high school and college, he was going through a transition of, I'm trying to give him freedom. Maybe that was my mistake of giving him freedom. Maybe he needed to have more structure. It was just me and Keyshawn here during the transition that was happening in my life. My other son and my husband, ex-husband, was in California. So it was just me and Keyshawn living in this apartment right here, right? So I, being the person that I am, I work a lot. Most people already know that I work a whole lot. prior to me working at the, sorry, I thought I saw somebody. But prior to me working at the airport, I was a caregiver. So I did my telephone work. And then right after I got off the telephone, I went straight to go see patients every single day of the week. Every single day of the week. And then I would come home between 11 and 12 o'clock at night sometimes, depending on the night, depending on the patient, right? And so my oldest child was either at school, his school schedule was Tuesday, Thursday, and then he would work, or the other days, several other days when he had a job. He's had 3 separate jobs since he got out of high school: Sonic's, the pizza place, and Taco Bell. Oh no, my other child is in the kitchen. Hold on. But prior to me working at the airport, I was a caregiver. So I did my telephone work. And then right after I got off the telephone, I went straight to go see patients every single day of the week. Every single day of the week. And then I would come home between 11 and 12 o'clock at night sometimes, depending on the night, depending on the patient, right? And so my oldest child was either at school, his school schedule was Tuesday, Thursday, and then he would work, or the other days, several other days when he had a job. He's had 3 separate jobs since he got out of high school: Sonic's, the pizza place, and Taco Bell. Oh no, my other child is in the kitchen. Hold on. So, anywho, he came. So when I came back from the funeral, me and him was going through a weird phase in our relationship. It was just a weird phase that we were going through. I can't explain it. It was just a kind of a transition of, I'm trying to get him to become a man, and he just refused to want to become one. No matter what I was doing with him, he was refusing, because he just didn't want to grow up. Like, he just wanted to be a child for the rest of his life. And I'm not allowing him to be a child for the rest of the life. And for him, I think that was maybe too much pressure for him. Because I'm telling him, like, dude, I love you, but I'm not finna take care of you for the rest of your life. You need to be thinking about your future. What you gonna do after you get out of college? Do you having a family? What is your actual career gonna be? Where you gonna live? Like, you need to start thinking about that stuff. I had my own apartment when I was 17 with my own job. You don't see anything past your bedroom and your TV and YouTube and the computer. That is the farthest you see. Like, even though you're going to school, you don't see anything further than that. I'm trying to build you into a man. Even though I'm not one, I'm trying to get you to see that these are aspects that I'm teaching you as things that you're going to need to learn for the rest of your life, including balancing the checkbook, learn how to save your money, going to work, because that is something you're going to have to do for the rest of your life, is to have a job. And unfortunately, my son just do not want to work. Like, he just wants to sit at home and play video games and do nothing, and you take care of him for the rest of his life. That's not me. I'm not gonna do it because my mom didn't do it for me. He gonna have to do it for himself. So I'm pushing him, and damn it, and I'm gonna stay on his head, and I was gonna continue to push him as a man, because the older you get, the more responsibilities you're gonna have. So with his jobs, I gave him 2 bills in his house: the electric and the internet. The 2 bills that he paid, you use the most for his internet, his TV, his computer, his YouTube, and his game. Electric, which is $100. Internet, which is $90. And he got 2 checks that were paid bi-weekly. Okay? To him, I was mistreating him and abusing him because he had to work. I was using all of his money from his checks. He was paying all of my bills with his checks. I will get to that in another video. But trust me, it is going to blow you guys' mind. Trust me when I tell you. But in his mind that he was getting abused, he was getting mistreated. He was getting mistreated compared to his brother. He was getting mistreated on so many ways. He was getting mistreated. In a way of, he don't see himself as the older brother. Like, listening to him talk, and I'm hoping that I still have this video, that it didn't delete out of my messenger. But just listening to my son talk in this video, it was like he did not want to, he still see himself as on the same level as his youngest brother, as his brother. This this lad here. Keyshawn in this picture, Trey maybe like 3-4 years old. Keyshawn in this picture maybe was like, I don't know, 10 maybe in this video. Right? In this photo. So it is crazy that my son still saw himself as like on the same level as Trey, even though he's older than Trey. So he's like, I had to do more work than Trey. You're older. And yet you had way more responsibilities. He didn't want the responsibilities. He like, why can't Trey have them same responsibilities? Because Trey's not going to have them say, Trey can't pay bills. He's not old enough. You clean the kitchen, he clean the bathroom. You clean your room, he clean his room. I feed the both of you. You both do exactly what I say. One, I don't separate neither one of you. I'm going off on a tangent. This isn't even about my son right now. This is about my sister. So let me reel it back in. Okay? But I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what I was dealing with my son. My son was going through some ish. So because I'm trying to get him to understand, he needs to focus and grow up, because he's not going to be, he's getting older each year. He's going to be 20. And he still don't see himself. I don't think he mentally see himself as an adult male. He still see himself as a 15-year-old boy. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want responsibilities. Unfortunately, sir, in my house, you're going to have them. You're going to have them. Because when you're on your own, you're going to have them. And if you can't survive on your own, guess what? You're going to crash and burn. You're going to crash and freaking burn. So we had a whole situation this particular day. Whole situation. I'm trying to understand my son, get him to see some things. We're sitting at this very table for about, I don't know, 3 hours, going back and forth, talking about different stuff until I got so frustrated because I'm trying to get him to see some stuff and he just refused to see it. Refused to see anything. And I don't think it wasn't that he refused to see it. He just didn't want to. So I got so frustrated and I hit his ass. I admit it. Now my son is way towering over me. So it wasn't like, and in his mind, he was abused. That's his favorite thing. I was abused. Nigga, you're 20 years old, first of all. Like, you're staying way taller than me. Stop saying you're abused. Like, quick, like, cut it out. Like, seriously, cut it out. Seriously, cut it out at this point. You are 20, and you're still talking about, I was abused. Anyway, so my sister took this up on herself. I guess at this time she was doing some research probably at the house. I didn't want my son with her in the first place. I was trying to get my ex-husband at the time to come back sooner so we could go get him. He didn't have to stay here. I just needed to go get my son. Because I let my son stay over at the time because I'm like, it's no benefit in him being here with me. Because all he's going to do is act a fool again without any another person here. I needed Maurice here to help me with Keyshawn at the very moment. Maurice decided to take his extra special time to come back to Vegas. Every week he was pushing it back. Another week, another week, another week, another week, another week, another week. And then when I say, oh, you coming? I didn't say I was coming out this week. So I started physically seeing stuff happening that I should have addressed then. I should have took him instantly when I started seeing. But I was still trying to wait on Maurice, which that was my fault. I should have jumped on it as soon as I saw it. Because I noticed that Maurice, his angst, his need to assist, his understanding of what was happening, either he understood it or he just really wasn't. He was so removed from it that he didn't really care. So he had his son in California. Keyshawn's not physically his son. So his desire to come out here wasn't as necessary or as angst as it was when he needed to come and get Trey. Because when I was in a situation when he needed to come and get Trey, he was out here in Speedy Gonzalez. I'm taking my son DD in. When it was Keyshawn, he was just like, I'll come out here next week. I'll come out there next week. I'll come out there next week. I'll come out there next week. Which I didn't try to get upset with Maurice because I should have moved as his mom. Maurice is not his dad. I should have moved as his mom, which gave my sister time to pull the stunt that she's pulling right now. So where we are right now is I went to work. one night. I had just started at the airport. My sister at this time, I guess she had got the MO that she needed or whatever that she needed. She did all the research that she needed to get my son to stay with her. And then all of a sudden her attitude changed one night in a text form. And then her text form was more like, yeah, we need to sit down and talk about where his living situation is and have an educated conversation, because the conversation that y'all, what you were talking about, is an uneducated, you and Vorisa, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, who the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, you lucky I'm at work right now, because if I wasn't at motherfucking work, I'd be at your motherfucking doorstep. But I knew my sister well enough to know she was up to no good at that very moment. So once I got off the next day, I went to her house, and guess what? The first thing she did was took my name off of her apartment complex. So I couldn't get into her apartment complex no more. From the time that I had her key to her apartment where I could come and go as I please. Now, because she don't want my son to leave, now she take my name off her lease. In her apartment, you can't get in unless your name is on her lease. I mean, unless it's on the list. So I go there. I couldn't get in. I knew she was going to do that. So I called 911 to get an escort to her apartment. I get an escort. She going to tell my son why, and she knows my son is very, very easy to manipulate, easy to tell what to do. He's a very fearful young man. I call him the kid in the plastic bubble. If he could, he's afraid of his own shadow kind of kid. As cute as he is, he's afraid of everything walking. Like he will tell you, he's afraid of cars coming down the street. He's afraid of driving. He's afraid of looking at himself in the mirror. He's afraid of damn well waking up the next morning. He's afraid of everything. So having somebody like my sister on you like that, she probably just yelled at him real quick, don't fucking go downstairs. And I'm downstairs with the police. And he's on the phone like, okay, I'm on the way. And then she quickly said, don't go down there. He instantly, okay, I'm not going to go. Now, if there was my other child probably would have been like, the hell? Who you talking to? That's my mom downstairs. And she would have yelled, Keyshawn Trey, sit your ass down. He probably would have got afraid. Like, what the fuck? But my mom's downstairs, so I'm finna go. And guess what Trey what ass would have did? Probably ran out the fucking door. Like, you can't catch me. What are you talking about? I'm sorry. I ain't telling I'm going to disrespect you, but that's my mom, so I'm going to see what she do. I'll be back. Keyshawn, on the other hand, is a fearful young man, so he don't like confrontation. He cries at the drop of a hat. You can make him cry just by yelling at him. So her voice probably scared him enough to make him cry. So what did he do? Probably sit down, give up the phone. He don't want any confrontation. Like, she can get up. Her whole leg is messed up. She can't go more than a mile an hour. Like, she walk with a limp. She can't catch him other than just yell at him and scream at him. But in his mind don't work like that. He like, oh, I'm finna get in trouble. I'm gonna get in trouble, so I'm not gonna do anything. So you're gonna sit in and know your mama downstairs, and you're not gonna come downstairs because you scared of your auntie upstairs. So I can't get to my son because the police is like, he's 19, and if he don't come outside, that's on him. We can't make him because he's 19. Pissed me the fuck off. So not only about a week later, she puts a restraining order out on me. Now, at this point, you know I'm pissed. I don't give a fuck. This bitch, I'm calling her all kind of shit on the internet. You know you motherfucking right. You motherfucking right. So what did this bitch do? She stopped answering phone calls from everybody in the family. She stopped answering phone calls from me. Anytime I think put on social media, she's probably screenshotting them. Yeah, she's harassing me online. Bitch, please. Bitch, please. You hear me? Bitch, please. A restraining order comes to my door. I knew she was going to put because this is typical my sister. She put a restraining order. I'm like, bitch, I don't give a fuck about your motherfucking restraining order. Guess what the fuck I did? Told the goddamn police officer, no offense, officer. What I'm going to do is rip this motherfucker thing up, and I'm finna wipe my ass with it. I don't give a fuck about this goddamn restraining order. And guess what the fuck I did? Ripped it up and wiped my motherfucking ass with it. You think I give a fuck about a restraining order from that bitch? I don't give a fuck about no goddamn restraining order from that bitch. That bitch can die and go to fucking hell. All I give a fuck. I told you, if she died right now, I told my family, do not call me. I can care less. I really can care less. If she died tomorrow, I can care less. I would be happy. And that's sad to say. I would totally be happy. Why? Because it's somebody I don't have to deal with. It's somebody I don't ever have to see again in my life. And I know that's terrible. But when you have been constantly for the past 20 years being done wrong by somebody. I have nothing left more to give to this hoe. Nothing left. When this bitch was hit on the side of the motherfucking curb, who was there to scrape her off the goddamn curb and come get her from the motherfucking hospital? Me. Every time this bitch needs something, who the fuck is there for this hoe? Me. Not her fucking brother. Not her motherfucking friends. Me. I'm still trying to be a motherfucking sister to this bitch, no matter what the fuck she done. No matter what the fuck she done with my vehicle, with my children, to me, over to my baby daddy, over 20. And I'm still trying to be your motherfucking sister. That's my fault. I should have just wrote this bitch off a long time ago. I should have wrote her off a long time ago because this bitch is a snake. She is a fucking snake, okay? As a fucking snake. And anybody in her life right now, if anybody supports this bitch, they're stupid as fuck. Any of her goddamn friends is stupid as fuck. Her dumbass boyfriend, that Asian nigga from California, is stupid as fuck. That bitch is a snake. She don't give a fuck about nobody. Nobody in her motherfucking family. Nobody in her motherfucking friends. She's not loyal to nobody but her motherfucking self. That bitch is a snake. How do you take somebody's child and try to raise them as yours and then block them from being able to see their child? He cannot speak to his parents. He cannot speak to his uncles, his grandmother, his aunties. Only person that he can speak to is that bitch. She changed his motherfucking number. And because my son is so easy manipulated, guess what he's gonna do? If she say, don't call nobody, she's probably checking his call list, making sure he's not calling anybody in his family. Is that not cuckoo to you? That's cuckoo fucking behavior. But she's quick to call somebody else crazy and schizo and everything else. This bitch is obviously schizo. Because she obviously wanted my child for for his entire life. Saw a chance that she could finally fucking get him because of his age. And she took it. She took it. Because knowing my son is easily manipulated. So guess what? So guess where I am to this day? I haven't seen my child in 2 months. I haven't spoke to him in 2 months. His father just turned his cell phone on the phone that he's had, and she gonna turn it off so nobody can call him. She probably changed it, put it on her phone line so she could keep an eye on who's calling him and shit. My godmother, who raised us my entire life, had no idea she had an issue with her too. Told my baby daddy all this negative stuff about her. What, nigga? Because why? She's mad at her because she wouldn't take his shine from me when he was little. Because she felt when he was little he was being abused. This is where he get this ridiculous ass shit from. I'm being abused from this dumb asshole. How many times have this bitch ever lived with me? Not one time. Have she ever seen me raise my children? Not one time. Not one motherfucking time. She saw incidents when I was in my young early days being an early mother. I had Keyshawn when I was 19. Shit happened if shit did happen, shit happened when I was in my early 20s. 20, 21, 22, 24. When I was hot in the pants chasing after niggas fighting my baby daddy's hell, I was going to jail all the fucking time. So yeah, shit happened. But I'm 37. You think that same bullshit is happening now? And I can't wait. I cannot wait to do a rebuttal to this dumbass video that she recorded with my son on her patio, like the next couple of days or whatever after he been in her house. I can't wait to do a goddamn rebuttal to this goddamn video. It was pathetic. I was like, what the fuck is this? She's disgusting. She is absolutely disgusting. So now I'm finna do my own research on my sister. You know, I'm finna blast her everywhere. Like, period. I don't care at this point. I'm finna get her history. I'm finna get her records. I'm putting it on every social media platform. I'm getting her because she's gonna send my supposed to be my health records to my ex-boyfriend. What was that supposed to do? Like what was that supposed to do? I don't know. What was that supposed to do? Like she was just doing some reckless. She gonna show my ex-boyfriend who she knew that he don't supposed to know where I live at because of the shit that he put me through. She gonna tell him where I live at so he can start stalking and shit me again. So he can start causing problems at my house again, trying to put me and my other son back in danger. That's the kind of sister that I have. Like for what? Why would you want to cause your other nephew, who you claim that you love so much, who obviously you don't give a shit about, hurt, harm, or danger, just so you can have my other child? That's weird. Just like, and I'm gonna stand on that. You are a weird ass bitch. You are a weird ass bitch. You obsessed with me, and I don't even get it. Why? Like I get why, because I'm pretty. I'm prettier than you. I can have a relationship. I've had a marriage. I still got the same man who been barking up my tree since I was 18 years old. I'm 38 now, and he's still around. We didn't have our own family. What do you have? An Asian nigga who don't want to have nothing to do with you, who don't even come in town and see you, who leave you in Vegas, and he's in California living his precious life, send you a couple $100 so you can eat here and now and then. You fuck a nigga just so you can fucking have a place to motherfucking stay. You suck his dick every now and then so you can have a place to fucking stay. You suck all these niggas' dicks all around Las Vegas and shit. Cause you a slut asshole. You still trying to sell your pussy online. Cause you don't have no career to do shit else. Your career is selling your pussy online. You too fucking old and fucked up in the body that you can't be a stripper no more. Don't nobody want to see you. Who the fuck want to fuck you anymore? Nobody. You're not even attractive. Like you don't even attractive. You don't even keep yourself up no more. You are a lazy, bald-headed ass, wrinkly, fucking saggy, booby ass bitch. That's all you are. That's all you are. You are nothing. You are my personal stalker. Do you want to know what it tastes like too? Ask Maurice, motherfucker. Goddamn, ask Maurice. Because I've never seen a bitch who is so obsessed with a girl in my mother, and with her sister at that. Why you so obsessed with me, girl? I wanna know. Cause clear that you obsessed with me. Cause everybody know. Who does this shit? Ridiculous. So where's my baby daddy right now? At the police station in Henderson. Where we gotta go next? To the fucking court building. We gotta battle this dumb bitch out in court. Can you believe that shit? I have to battle this bitch for my own child in court. So now I have to get dirt. Now I have to dig this bitch life story up. I guess that's just what I gotta do then. That's just what I gotta do. That's just what I gotta do. If I gotta go to the gutter, she done went to hell, so obviously I gotta go to hell right with her. Cause ain't nobody finna do me dirty like that with my own child and think she's finna just walk free. It ain't happening. I'm finna murder your whole life, ho. I'm finna murder you. Your whole life. I promise you. I guarantee you. At the end of this, I am going to walk away with my child. And what are you going to be? Looking over her dumb as fuck. Because you ain't going to have nobody else. Because the one person who tried to be a sister to you, you just couldn't be a sister back. You just couldn't. I sat in my motherfucking living room and had a long ass conversation with this hoe. And said, I can work with you. If you want, have with my son, I can work with you. His residence is my residence. He can come over your house every fucking weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you want him that bad, I will make sure he's at your fucking house. But you're not finna raise him. Why would I want her to raise my motherfucking child? Why? She over here putting all this shit about his mom in his fucking head. And I don't want to say anything bad about my son. I don't. So I'm not. But he's just... No one is going to be able to say anything about me about my mom. No one. No one should be able to say anything about me to him because I'm his mom. No matter what he feels. No one should be able to say anything to him about me. So that's what's hurtful to me with him, because he's actually allowing it. That's what's interesting to me with this whole situation with my son, that he's actually allowing it. He's actually going with it. When she put the restraining, 2 days later, another one from him, that she convinced him to do one on me so I can stay away from his school and shit. He's allowing certain things to happen. He's not standing up at all and saying, no, I'm cool. I don't want to do that. 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 He don't have a mind of his own over there. He barely have a mind of his own as it is. As I told you, he's easy manipulated and all that. You just tell him what to do and he'll just do it because that's what Keyshawn, sit down. He's going to sit down. Keyshawn, clean that room. He's going to clean the room. So he's easily manipulated. And someone like her who's like that, she's easily able to do it to him. And I hate that about my son, because I needed him to be a stronger individual, that he can't be just told what to do all the time. Especially not against his mother. And I'm sure my son is not over there wanting to be at her house all day, every day. Now, the only time he goes outside is when he go to school. And then she's with him at his school. Some creepy ass shit. The fuck are you at his school for? Why do you need to be at his school 24 hours of the day? Where's his social life? Because, bitch, you don't got a motherfucking social life. Your life is my motherfucking son? You a weird ass bitch. Like, you weird as fuck. Your life is so wrapped around my motherfucking son, you don't have nothing else going on for yourself. Nothing. You dusty bitch. You are dusty. You are dirty. You just ew. Ew. I know he cute. I know he's everything that you want him to be, boo. I know you wish you gave birth to him. But I'm sorry, boo. You just can't. God didn't give you that gift. He gave it to me. I'm sorry that he didn't give it to you. And the child that he gave to you, he said, no, this baby deserves better. I'm just going to take her back home with me. Because he knew what kind of mother you was going to be. That baby was not one going to make it with you, love. And you think I'm finna leave my son with you, bitch? Are you crazy? You think for a second I'm leaving my motherfucking son with you, bitch? Are you crazy? Yeah, you are. If you think you finna get away with this shit, you must be crazy. If you think you finna get away with this. Luckily, I've had a lot of time to fucking calm down. A lot of people had to keep me calm, because, bitch, I was finna go to jail a long time ago. A long motherfucking time ago, I was finna go to fucking jail. Do you hear me? I was finna fuck this goddamn restraining order. I'm finna... People had to keep me calm. So before I run out of storage, I'm going to say I'm going to put this up. But watch out for snakes in the grass, people. Even in families, you can't trust them. Follow your first mind and move as a parent. Be watchful of your children, because you even have snakes in your family who cannot stand you. Honestly, sweetie, so I've learned a valuable lesson. So through this journey, I'm going to take you through everything that we got to go through. Court and all. I'm going to do it all. And I'm going to take you guys with me every step of the way. So I just want to give you a backstory of what's going on. That bitch stole my son from me. I can't see my child. But guarantee at the end of this, I'm going to have him back. And I want to take you guys with me. So like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. This is me, Riri. And follow this journey. All right? See you in the next video. My next video is a rebuttal to the video that they did online. I can't wait till y'all see this one. All right, peace.